We're skipping the intro today, guys. Welcome to my top 5 reasons why you should buy the Lenovo Chromebook Duet. Reason number 1, the build quality is actually pretty decent. I was surprised here. It's made out of aluminum and plastic, as you can see here. I'll flip this around and show you with both these angles that I got going here. So we have aluminum right here, which feels nice and premium and solid. And we have nice soft touch plastic right here that adds a blue accent. And it's very iPad Pro-like. Obviously, the industry is probably inclined to copy that sort of design. But yeah, you got this slab tab design going on here, a nice tactile power button, nice tactile audio keys. We have USB Type-C on the side here. And overall, it feels like a solid device, you know, worth its price. It honestly reminds me of the Tab S7 a bit, like if the Tab S7 Lite and the iPad Pro had a baby. And yeah, I'm just very impressed with the build quality here. I'm also impressed with the build quality of this back cover that snaps on the back here and acts as a kickstand. I like the woven cloth material here. It feels, once again, sort of premium. Not like the highest quality thing ever, but it's nice. And then we have a pretty decent keyboard. It feels a bit cheaper, of course, compared to like the Logitech Combo Touch, which is like half the price of this whole setup, but it's decent. You have, you know, keys, and I'll talk about this more in a minute here, and a trackpad, obviously, you know. Put this back together. Reason number 2, this device runs a very light and simple operating system. You have to keep in mind that a device is not just for tech-savvy people. Like, this could be used by like my grandma, for example. If she went to Best Buy, she might be recommended a device like this because you got your Chrome, you got docs, YouTube. It's all right there in the dock. You have, you know, very simple access over your notifications. There really isn't much to this operating system. It's definitely less complicated than that of Android, but it does come with a lot of the benefits of Android, which I'll talk about in a minute here. But yeah, I mean, you got your app drawer, you have your dock, you can open up your apps here. So yeah, opening apps is simple. You can view all the apps you have open by pressing this button here. You can have desktops, you can go back home, you can minimize, you can have things in windows, which is pretty nice here. I enjoy that. This is something that you cannot do on an iPad, for example, here, and I would assume you can do some multitasking here, so you can, swipe things over or snap them to the sides of your screen, sort of like you can do in Windows 10. That's really dope. And yeah, I could see anybody of any age and ability being able to get the hang of this operating system, and it seems like a great user experience for school and work in general. Reason number 3, I sort of alluded to this in my reason number 1. This device comes with a keyboard and trackpad accessory in the box at no additional cost to you. Unlike the iPad, for example, where if you buy the 10.2 inch, you have to pay an additional $150 to get the same or similar experience on top of the $300-ish you're paying for the tablet to begin with. And yes, this device or this accessory isn't like the best ever. It's definitely lesser quality than that of the Logitech Combo Touch, in my opinion, especially when it comes to the trackpad, which feels a bit cheap. But I mean, this comes in the box, so I can't really complain too much, and it offers a lot of functionality. Like, I like using it when I go into Google Docs. I use Google Docs all the time on pretty much any device that I own, and I like the ability to, you know, like, for example, scroll up and down and highlight and toggle text without using my finger. That's pretty nice. This device, for your information, does not come with a stylus in the box like the Tab S6 and the Tab S6 Lite do. So yeah, I like the fact that we get trackpad functionality here in the box, once again, at no additional cost to you. And as for the keyboard, I think it's just fine. It's not the best I've ever used, but once again, because this is an accessory that comes in the box, I am very forgiving and very tolerant of whatever they offer. So I can do a typing test once again, just like I did in my unboxing video. So I can go right here and just sort of do a live demo, kind and by here, many it's began. Oops, letter. And to be honest with you, I'm not used to a smaller keyboard, so I am not doing as well. But if you use this device on a daily basis, you will definitely get the hang of it. And I'm actually able to type pretty quickly with this. So no worries about the typing experience. What's important is the keycaps are tactile and nice to type on. They don't feel really cheap. Like, this plastic does not feel like a cheap, dry sort of plastic on like a cheap iPad keyboard case, for example. So yeah, I would give the keyboard's, you know, build quality and feel and functionality a solid like 8 out of 10, honestly. Once again, considering the fact that you just get it in the box. And before I forget to mention, you get function keys on the top here, like, you know, an escape key, a back and forward key, which is good for Google Chrome. So if you open that up, of course, and you know, look up the news, for example, if you want to go into an article, and then say you're like, oh, I don't want to read that, you can go back very easily. So you can also do, you know, full screen to get rid of any UI elements, and of course toggle your multitasking switcher and brightness and, you know, volume, and you can lock your device. So yeah, I once again am very happy with this included keyboard and trackpad accessory. Reason number 4, this device can run full-fledged Android apps. I was surprised too. I have not really dabbled in the world of Chromebook, particularly because I thought this device only ran Chrome and Chrome-related apps. But yeah, you can run pretty much any Android app. You can also run web apps in the Chrome, browser, but obviously that's not super ideal. But for example, I got Spotify on here, although I'm not logged in. I also downloaded a note-taking app, which I plan on testing out if I get a stylus for this device, so stay tuned for that. But I can open up, what did I download here? Squid, and I can use my finger to, take some notes here. So here we go. Even though I don't have a pen or a stylus, I can still take notes here. And I did this in high school, so I use my finger with my iPad Air 2 so I can relate to this or get this done. And yeah, if you had an actual stylus, this would be even better. And I'm really happy that you can run this on this device, not just, of course, Google Docs and Google Sheets. And although those are applications that are super vital for a student, for example, I use those throughout high school, but yeah, I'm happy that you can, run other apps besides the Google Suite. And finally, reason number 5, this device is very affordable. It's cheaper than the Tab S6 Lite, it's cheaper than the iPad 10.2 inch, which I would say are its direct competitors. And yeah, you get so much functionality. Of course, this is not a perfect device. It's not as smooth as the iPad 10.2 inch, for example. I just think that Apple has their UI down the most, with their hardware and software integration or optimization. But I mean, damn, this offers a really great experience, a great Google experience, and I can see students really enjoying this tablet, being able to, get to work and type, and then, be able to just pull this off, here and just use this device like a tablet that it is, really, So I would enjoy this if I was a student in high school or college and I was on a budget and I was somebody who, used the Google Suite and needed, Google Docs and Google Chrome. And although, of course, you can use those on any other device, these apps are, of course, made for this device in particular. And yeah, you get this all for $299, which is pretty crazy. So I think it's a great value. I'll be doing a review and I will also be comparing this soon enough. So stay tuned for that. And yeah. Other than that, I hope that this 5 reasons video was helpful in your purchasing decision. Expect more content from me coming soon, especially on the iPadOS and iOS 14 public beta. And yeah, other than that, if I haven't already said that, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all, these two ankles, in the next one.